no idea what it is, baby. What it is, baby. I gotta go. Never wanna change, but you're still there. Laying down, bend it over. Break it down, back it up. I just got you a flight, a couple down on gas.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. It is a beautiful Tuesday out here in the Mid-South. And man, don't you just love October? Halloween. Ooh, it's right around the corner. But we got the World Series set. Fired up to see a little Blue Jays and some Dodgers. My heart kind of breaks, though, for Seattle. The only team in the major leagues that's not made it to the World Series. And you think about the greats, how great this team was this season. You think about Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, Lord have mercy, Alex Rodriguez.
Even though he's not really liked up there, but he was part of that.
Dude. He was a stud.
Oh, yeah.
And you know the kid was the kid. Randy Johnson, the big unit. They didn't call him the big unit because he was like John Holmes. They called him the big unit because he scared folks.
Shout out to John Holmes, first of all. Shout out to those who know John Holmes, who know who we're talking about.
I think his life ended in tragedy. I think he lost his mind.
Yeah, we'll dig into that one another time.
Not only, though, is the World Series set, we got NBA basketball today. We have the Grizzlies starting their season off tomorrow. Everybody for the Grizzlies are fired up because Ja Morant's going to start. And I just have to say, thank goodness, because who else was going to play point guard?
I mean, I was going to give him 12 minutes and 4 fouls.
I know. I thought they were going to reach out to you, Holmes. Get you on a two-way.
I ain't got no offense, but I can foul. I can defend and foul. And rebound a little bit.
But, man, yeah, it's good. And we have one of those shows today that I think is going to be really, really good. Sometimes I come in here and you just don't know. It's going to be hit or miss. Today, I feel like it's going to be fabulous. We're going to start the day off with my friend Jorge. You know him from the dish. You know he loves baseball. With the World Series being said, how could I not bring him on? I am so fired up. I don't get that many opportunities. We do have a huge break, y'all, though. The game won for Dodgers Blue Jays. By the way, you know it's at the Rogers Center. They got the home field, but right now Dodgers are a 150 favorite. Currently, Toronto's plus 125. Yeah, but we have Friday is Dodgers Blue Jays for all the marbles. And we've seen some crazy stuff from both teams. We saw a historic postseason by Vlad Guerrero Jr., we saw probably the greatest postseason performance by Shohei Ohtani. We saw Yamamoto go 9 innings. It's been... George Springer hit the three-run home run last night. It's just been it's been a really good postseason so far in baseball. And both teams that are here are not just deserving. Again, these are teams... Blue Jays 94 and 68, Dodgers 93 and 69. I'm pretty fired up.
You know this is like Kendrick and Drake part 2, right?
Oh my God, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just made me realize I'm going for the Dodgers.
A lot of people are.
Because I'm a Kendrick man. Dude, are you kidding me?
A lot of people are for that very reason.
I still am mad that, can you believe this? Why would you take a wheelchair actor's job? You had to be an actor and act like you were in a wheelchair because you couldn't stand and do your lines at that time. So they're like, we'll have to put this guy in a wheelchair.
So you're going to fault the man for being scripted as a wheelchair actor?
Man, there's great wheelchair actors out there that are really in wheelchairs, bro.
This is true, but how many of them are going to be on, what was that show?
Degrassi.
The new version of Degrassi, not the Degrassi that was around when we were young. Which you didn't watch that one either, John.
No, I never. Once I found out when Kendrick was roasting Drake and the whole thing was going back and forth, I learned on Hot 107 now with Superman. And then when he was like, yeah, man, he played a kid in a wheelchair on Degrassi, and that's why I was like, I knew I didn't like him.
Even with
my mom's been teaching the handicap since I was born, bro.
Oh, see, you got like some rooted
man.
love right
she
there.
dude, my girl Vicky would come stay with us. My mom is just a big tender-hearted angel.
And this is even with
And the
Drake.
thing that's crazy is though, all these kids that are so that really have it a lot worse than we ever imagined, like having it. Like we don't. I mean, I should be. I mean, I'm blessed. You're blessed. Like our legs work. You know what I'm saying? Like we have so many. We don't have pain every day.
Yeah.
But man, you know what's the craziest thing is? Those kids look at every single day like a blessing.
And you know what? I won't like dictate them and tell them that they should, but they should because
Man,
it
but
is
they
a blessing.
just do.
We just have to
and you know
remind
what
them,
though?
you know?
Like yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Yeah.
Today is a gift. That's why they literally call it the present, bro.
This is
It's a
real.
present. But you know how you get caught up? You start thinking about bills, this and that, and forget sometimes, man, because you worried about the future or you feel guilty about something you did in the past.
Yeah.
Man, just enjoy your day.
So even with Drake having Memphis roots, with his father being a native Memphian, he
Man,
gets no
remember
love.
he lived in my building downtown, drove me crazy.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Like, man, he literally always introduced himself as Drake's dad. Not like, I'm like, dude.
I mean, if you're the father of an international superstar, wouldn't you lead with that too? I would.
I
But
don't
then-
walk around going, my daughter saves babies at Tupelo Women's Hospital. as
I mean,
a
every now and
doctor,
then I might
and
tell
my
y'all-
daughter's a national championship cheerleader. Rio
you hit me- you
Savannah,
hit me with
two
that
best
one.
children. I know, actually, I talk about it all the time. So you're right. I was just proving that I'm full of it.
I mean, because I'm about to
Oh
say.
man, I just saw my man Jorge's on the line.
Well, he said he's gonna be a few minutes, so
Okay,
I told
so
him
I
to give
didn't
me a
mess
second.
up.
Nah, you ain't messed nothing up.
Okay, man. Thank
He was
you.
dealing with a customer of his own, so
Man, see, that's what that's love right there. Man's
Yeah.
going out there and giving love right there. But we do have such a busy show because we're going to talk with Jorge in a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
And it's a Views from the 22 Tuesday.
And both of those dudes are fired up. You're talking about the
Man,
founding
Mo
fathers
Schefter
of Views for the
and
22.
Jeremy Merritt.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, you know, I got my high five.
Oh yeah.
We'll be dropping that as well. It's been, again, it looks like a schizophrenic, crazy person's done it, but that's the NFL.
That's the
this year.
NFL. Yeah. I wonder how yours would differ from what Darian laid down on his, because he hijacked your high five last week. and
I
it was a pretty good
appreciate
one.
it.
I think I sent you a copy.
You did, and I will say, appreciate y'all hanging down the fort. But one thing is we were so college football heavy yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even really dip our toe in the water with the NFL,
This is kind of why we created 2-2 Tuesdays.
and that's why we do it because, bro, we have Monday Night Football. We had 2 games last night. Now you can put the bow on that bad boy and start looking forward. But I will tell you one thing. Jackson Dart, the New York Giants, in that crazy game with the Denver Broncos still will go down as one of the craziest games I've ever seen. We have so much NFL to get to. But right now it's time to talk baseball with my good friend Jorge. And I just want to also remind you, and I'm glad I got Jorge on the line, he's listening. Because you know, my whole hour, my first hour, is sponsored by my friend Stan Mosier. He came out to my house, tested all my air, and said, baby, I'm Gucci. Now, a couple people that he's had to go there, he's found black mold, and that's something you don't want. But the reason I'm bringing this up so much right now is this is the time of the year that we do what? Like during the summer, man, you outside, you walking your dog, playing pickleball, playing baseball, playing softball, going water skiing, getting in the pool because you love bikinis, playing tennis. Not how next year they're playing, but dude, it's pickleball, but they still wear tennis skirts. You know what I'm saying? You're outside. But when you go inside, you want to breathe good quality air. That's where Stan Mosier comes in. He's the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South, period, in the discussion. He is it. He's the creme de la creme. He's like the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. So you can give him a call right now, 901-292-7788. Simple as that, 901-292-7788. For clean air, for peace of mind, make sure you give him a call, or you can go online, MemphisMoldInspector.com. It's that simple, MemphisMoldInspector.com. Make sure your air is not hazardous to your health. Vladimir Guerrero and Shohei Ohtani have been absolutely hazardous to pitchers' health. But I gotta say what's up to my man Tito. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Excited. Over the Game 7 we just watched. How you doing, brother?
Feeling like I was watching Deja Vu. Seeing George Springer do what George Springer does. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just,
man.
that dude, man, is like as clutch comes. He is a special baseball player. What he did was one of the most impressive things. Like when you needed him, boy, did he ever step up and deliver. And man, that ball, I will tell you one thing. Started out right over in the middle, broke right on the inside. He got the barrel inside, got nothing but perfect wood. It was a beautiful thing, but I know that pitcher wishes to God he could have that one back.
Yeah, him and the Mariners, man. Bizzardo has been one of their better pitchers out the pen this postseason, and unfortunately, the way he's going to be remembered is by leaving a hanger up for Springer and Springer hitting that 3-shot bomb. You know, and it's crazy because Bizzardo actually, out of the 12 games that the Mariners played, he's pitched in 9 of them, man. And he, like I said, he's been one of the best relievers, and that's how he's going to be remembered. But kudos to Springer for getting that and not getting that pitch and not missing it, and sending the country of Canada to a frenzy, man. And that Rogers Center went nuts when he hit that thing. It was. I'm happy for them, and then also happy for Vlad. How about him? And going from not having a contract to almost getting traded before the beginning of the year,
Which is still crazy.
yeah, signing an extension, and every single penny he has earned alone, and every single penny in his ALCS being the MVP and now leading the team to face the Dodgers, which the Dodgers, man, 9-1 so far this postseason with the bullpen, not the bullpen, the rotation they have going, like we talked yesterday. This is going to be an amazing World Series we're about to watch, man.
It really
Amazing.
is. It really is. And the weird thing is you got to think about it. Like, nobody had the Blue Jays here, brother. Nobody
No.
did.
We talked about it about the All-Star break when we were talking about the Blue Jays and the Brewers, and we say, are they for real? And we were more confident in the Brewers than we were the Blue Jays. And, you know, the Dodgers handled the Blue Jays, the Brewers like it was nothing. They swept them for 4 games, and now they're going to go against the second least strikeout team in all of MLB in the regular season, and the Blue Jays. You know, the Blue Jays and how they play fascinates me. We talk about small ball all the time, and that's what they do. And they put the ball in play. They run them over. Look at what they did yesterday. Even before Springer hit the 3-1 home run, Jimenez put a bunt down to get the runners to second and third. You know, so even if Springer, let's say, got a foul or hit a pop up or a line out to the center field or outfielders, one run was going to score. They just play the game the right way, man, and it's constant offensive pressure. Somebody's always on.
And another thing about it is one of the things about the Blue Jays is I don't think they get enough credit for the way they attack the pitcher. They go in there with a game plan. They're going to make you throw strikes, and they definitely will put the ball in play. But this is also, you have to remember, a team that just hit 20 home runs in the postseason, which is flat out impressive, drove in 66 RBIs. And crazy thing is Vlad Guerrero batted .442 so far during the postseason. My man got 6 bombs, 12 RBIs. His OPB, baby, 510. And again, he has 19 hits.
Yeah.
But you know what? But the crazy thing is, you look at just the whole lineup. We talk about Vlad having 6 home runs. Hey, and 12 RBIs. Don't forget, you didn't think about this. George Springer, he might only hit 240 in the postseason, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, and the one to send him to the World Series. Plus, he's got 5 doubles. On 11 hits. 11 hits, 5 doubles, 9 home runs.
Yeah, man. They're balanced. What can you say? And, we saw how the Dodgers played against the Brewers where they attacked the strike zone and then used their strikeout pitch with Snell and also Yamamoto for them to chase a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's going to work against these Toronto Blue Jays. Where they don't swing outside the zone.
Nope.
They really don't, and they've proved that this series. They're patient, but at the same time being aggressive, meaning when the pitch is in the zone, they're gonna swing and they're gonna make contact and they're gonna put the ball in play. So it's gonna be fun seeing how Dave Roberts handles his pitching staff, meaning what's their game plan gonna be with the Blue Jays. They're gonna have to attack. Obviously, they're gonna have to attack the strike zone because, like I said, the Brewers aren't gonna chase. But if they want them to chase, the Blue Jays are gonna work the pitch count. And as we've talked previously, it's usually most pitches are at 100 pitches. Now the postseason is a little different, obviously, if you're dominating or not. But if you're going 100 pitches in the 4th, 5th inning with this type of lineup, Toronto, it's going to be a long day for the Dodgers if you're asking for 4 innings out of their bullpen, which their bullpen hasn't been bad this postseason.
Nope.
But we've seen them be bad in the regular season, and they did give up a lot of runs in that one game against the Phillies, which is the one game that they did lose. So it's going to be interesting, man, to see that. And then also, how about the Blue Jays pitching?
Well,
Is the Blue Jays pitching going to be able to keep up with the Dodgers lineup? That's the other thing.
the thing for me is okay, this is going to shock people before we hop on the pitching, because I'm definitely going to hop on the pitching for sure. When you talk about the Blue Jays right now, what they've done offensively as a team, their batting average is 296. The Dodgers, their team batting average is 256. Shohei has 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, but he's batting 240 in the postseason. Shohei will shock you when I tell you this, is leading the Dodgers and both of these teams to make it to the World Series in strikeouts with 17 of them. How crazy is that? What you remember is only gave up 2 hits, struck out 10, and hit more home runs than they had hits and hit 3 bombs. One of the greatest postseason performances you will ever see. But again, the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. Did you realize what he's done? He has 18 hits and 42 at bats.
And if it wasn't for Vladdy, he would be the MVP because he's hitting over 400.
429.
Yes.
Ernie Clement. Not only that, hey, my man, Nathan Lukes? He's batting 330 on the season. He's got 13 hits. Dalton Varsho has 8 RBIs, 2 home runs. He's batting 273 with 12 hits. We also got to remember, the one thing that the Blue Jays don't do is 20 home runs in the postseason, 66 RBIs in the postseason, 71 total runs. Dodgers, they got 13 home runs, 43 runs batted in, and again, 40 points fewer. So, as you think of Shohei and Mookie and Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, let's not forget they're looking for big at bats from Tommy Edman, and Andy Pages couldn't hit his way out of a wet paper sack right now. Do you realize in 35 at bats he's batting .0 .086.
Yep. He's
His,
not having a good postseason.
his OPS is a bad batting average at 249. And again, you look over at Vlad's is 1,000. So I feel like the hitting really does, and it's a lot of people wouldn't think this. I feel like the hitting favors the Blue Jays massively. Now it's interesting when you look at the pitching because again, all year long, you didn't know what was going to go on. But as a team right now, their ERA is 2.45. That is pretty damn salty, is it not?
It is. It is. And that's one of the things that it gets to me. Like, how are they going to work that lineup? What are they going to do to slow that lineup down? You know, and
I'm just kind of wonder, can Tyler Glasnow continue to pitch like he's a freaking Cy Young winner? I mean, like
that's where I was getting to. That's the one pitcher I wanted to focus on because we also saw it with the Brewers. His breaking stuff works off of his fastball, and his fastball has to be in the zone for his breaking stuff to be effective. You always hear about the broadcasters and people talking about tunnel, meaning where he releases the ball and how it comes out of his hand, how the player sees it coming towards them. It has to think about it looking through a tube, and the ball coming at you in that same tube, and in the last minute it moves. That's what they mean. It has to come out of be in the same tunnel, and exactly at the last minute, it has to move to evade the bat. Glasnow is the one pitcher that's going to be key in this series because he's at least going to be pitching two. He's going to pitch at least 2 starts and may make an appearance out of the pen, depending how far this series goes. Snell and Yamamoto, they've been pretty dominant this
man, they look Blake Snell, let's just be real, he's not going to give you a lot of innings. And what I mean by that, like you're never going to be he don't threaten because in the regular season, you know he's a 5 1/3, 5 2/3 kind of guy. Rarely makes it to the 6th because again, he doesn't give in. Like he's just one of those pitchers. He does not give in. I like that. I respect it. He's a damn good pitcher. But in the postseason, he has been going a little bit longer. It hasn't affected him. His walks and hits and his pitch is ridiculous. It's a 0.52, which is by far the best on the team. And even if you go look at the Blue Jays and stuff, like you don't have anybody whose whip looks like that. That's sick. And I mean, is he the guy that you go and if this goes 7, is he your 3-game starter?
Right now, he has to be.
I would say so.
He has to be. He has to be your 1, 4, and 7. Because like I said,
7-game series though. My question is Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow. What is Shohei pitching?
You have to give. I would, to be honest with you, if we were making the decision now, and you're giving me a third pitcher, and instead of Glasnow, pitch Shohei. Use Glasnow out of the bullpen.
Yeah, you worried about it? How his stats struggle after he pitches? It's a long season.
I understand that, but right now everybody knows it's championship. You're looking at a ring, and typically the stars shine this time of year. And Shohei showed it his last start.
Hey, Jorge, I apologize. I got to step in here and tell everybody, remind them where you at. You're at the Dish. I got to go pay some bills. I got Mo coming up. Man, I'm a little late for my break, Holmes.
You're all good. You're all good. At the Dish on Facebook, on IG, and on X. So go ahead and join the Stuff Some World Series. And again, Johnny, thank you for having me on and talking about that Game 7, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Let me just tell you something. I love rapping baseball, man, and nobody would I rather rap baseball with than my man Jorge. You be blessed, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, homie.
All right, brother. You too. Thank you.
That is Jorge. His nickname is Tito's, and you know Tito's is the best handmade vodka in the entire world. Ooh wee. Now, on the other side, are you ready for some football? I know Mo Schefter is. We're back in 2 shakes of like a lamb's tail. It's all about the NFL. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I'm inviting you over for dinner. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner of scrumptious combinations. Fresh salads, homemade soups, or maybe start with an appetizer, like our baked Dungeness crab dip with manchego cheese, lemon, garlic, and French baguette toast. Drift into one of our fresh seafood dishes, like the caramelized sea scallops with curry beurre blanc, black forbidden rice, and Thai mango salad. Or our ancho honey glazed salmon with creamy black bean puree, avocado pico de gallo, and jalapeno crema. Maybe you're looking for something cozy and comforting, like our Duroc pork chop with apple brandy demi-glaze and blue cheese bacon mashed potatoes. We have something for everyone. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us. I'd sure love to see you.
Congratulations to Napa Cafe, celebrating 27 years of great food and service for you. Napa Cafe.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Drive into Fall event means it's time to save big at Gossett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat on the Pike. 2026 Jeep Compass Latitude $52.24 off MSRP, or 2025 Dodge Hornet GT $78.33 off MSRP, or both just $281.86 a month. 2025 Grand Cherokee 4-wheel drive $86.90 off MSRP, now $35,230. And 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cab 5.7 box rear-wheel drive $11,631 off MSRP, or $467.42 a month, plus 0% for 72 months available. So drive past the rest and come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, online GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
1500 SN 711,999 MSRP 50,710. Cherokee S871 5236 MSRP 43,920. Latitude TT 159,340 MSRP 32,815. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 895 excludes tax title license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/30/2025 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Get ready, Tiger Nation. Your Memphis Tiger football team is back at home Saturday, October 25th at 11 o'clock to take on the South Florida Bulls. It's homecoming and parent and family weekend, a week full of tradition, pride, and Tiger spirit. Be one of the first 5,000 fans to the gate and score a Memphis football jersey koozie. Let's pack the stands and roar for Memphis. For tickets and info, visit GoTigersGo.com/tickets.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
They can't keep Johnny down. They haven't yet built the man that'll keep old Johnny down.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little two-stepping Tuesday. It's a 22, you know what I mean? Views from the 22. If you don't know what views from the 22 is, do you know football?
Oh, of course I do. I was a part of
I
the
know
game.
you do. But, like, even the way of watching the games.
Right.
Like, I don't know if a lot of people even understand.
They don't. We get asked about it often.
The things that you see actually, or how you know what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So what we watch on, last night was it football, a night in America? No, that's Sunday.
Yeah,
football night in America.
That's football night in America. Last night was just Monday night football.
That's right, Monday night football, a little doubleheader action. Got to say, Lions look Gucci.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Did you see my man just run and run? Jahmyr Gibbs. I remember when they laughed. I can't believe they took a running back. He ain't Barry Sanders.
Oh, but he nice, though.
Hey, man.
You got two of them that's nice if you talking Detroit. So.
You look closely at their careers right now. They pretty much getting pretty close. My man is second to Barry Sanders in touchdowns longer than 20 yards.
And a lot of people don't know, there was another real badass running back in Detroit before Barry Sanders who also wore number 20. His name was Billy Sims.
Billy Sims. Taking me back. That's why they call him the historian.
Exactly.
And he never forgets.
Sometimes.
You do?
Yeah, I have a few here and there. I'm human.
Man, well, I'll tell you this, man. Mo Schefter ain't human.
Nah,
Me and Mo Schefter, we tight. You know why?
That's my
we
boy.
have no idea what we're going to talk about. All we know is we're going to talk about the National Football League.
Me and Mo been doing that for 10 years.
And let me just tell you something, man. It is always perfect. Mo Schefter, Adam Schefter's illegitimate son. One day he's going to claim you, especially when you take his damn job. What's up, Mo?
Johnny Radio, baby. It's great to talk to you, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm so blessed, man. Had a real nice vacation. Only thing is I did miss my homies last week, but I heard y'all held down the fort like a bunch of badasses.
Yeah, man, we sure did. We sure did. The fellas over there at the studio did a great job, and we filled in where we could. It was nice, but you were definitely missed, my brother.
Oh, man. Thank you for the kind words. Don't have many kind words for a few teams right now. Got some crazy stuff. It started at the butt crack of dawn on Sunday. Early morning in London. And now everybody's like talking about, well, look how the Rams traveled. They didn't go early. They stayed in Baltimore after that football game, worked there all week on the East Coast, and then flew in on Saturday, played on Sunday. Witten took care of business. And you could tell TCB was all over the face. 14 points in the first, 21-0 at halftime, and then they just started chilling the rest of the way. The Jaguars looked absolutely lost. I want to start there for a reason because, man, of course, Seattle played last night. But when you look around at the league and the standings, which are always buck wild right now, I mean, the New England Patriots are 5-2, and Drake May made me forget about Tom Brady, except when I saw Tom Brady, he should have gone to 901 Aesthetics, because whoever shot the Botox in his eyes had his eyes all messed up, looking like girl eyes, like Wicked Witch of the West style. But Patriots 5-2. Your Indianapolis Colts, led by Daniel Jones over in the South, 6-1. The AFC West, the Denver Broncos have pulled a few games out their keister this year, up there at the top at 5-2, and the Steelers are leading the North over at 4-2. Like, there's some wild divisions. And I always look at the AFC, for some reason you just thought to yourself, and you've thought it for a while, they have the Chiefs. They have the quarterbacks. But over in the NFC, man, the NFC West is a mess, man. You got 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. Los Angeles Rams took care of business. Seattle took care of business last night. And San Francisco, as many injuries that they've gone through, still keep winning football games. The NFC West looks like the best. Who's the top of the West, though, Mr. Mo Schefter?
Oh, there's a lot to unpack in the National Football League, ain't it? And usually, once we get close to Halloween, that's when the meat of the NFL season is sort of at its thickest, The top of the NFC West is the Los Angeles Rams. As much as I want to,
49er.
Spread propaganda on my boy Darnold, the 49ers, to me, eventually it's going to catch up to them to this year. You just don't overcome that many injuries. It just doesn't happen. The Rams, you remember, Johnny, the Rams were my first Super Bowl pick.
By the way, let's also forget the 49ers. They win the closest football games. Their point differential in the season is 7.
Yeah, 7. Exactly. Now the Buccaneers are now -1 after what happened to them yesterday. Even though they're 5-2, they're in the negative. To me, the Rams, they were sort of the first team that we dubbed to go to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The Matt Stafford news is sort of what made us fall back on it, but he's been looking phenomenal. He might have went to 9-1 aesthetics without telling us, because he just looks great. And I think when you look at this offense, defense, special teams, coaching, discipline, red zone, third down, the Los Angeles Rams, along with the Indianapolis Colts, are the 2 best teams in football at the moment. I don't see who's going to actually beat them from the NFC side.
I will tell you, in the NFC side, it is fascinating, but I have not. And again, can it really happen 2 years of a row, like where the Detroit Lions have a completely decimated secondary?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're another team that just sort of can't get away from the injury bug. They do look great. They certainly seem to have figured it out. They have an identity. Dan Campbell. I would like to see Dan Campbell go all the way, just because the coaching and the culture that he's established is something remarkable.
Players, bro.
Dude, and your point about Jahmyr Gibbs, like, there's a difference between the Detroit Lions taking Gibbs at 12 and the Raiders taking Gentry at 6. Like, those were 2 teams in totally different situations. Same with the Giants taking Saquon at 2. I didn't agree with that. 2016, Ham knows that. So taking a running back is acceptable high in the first round, depending on your situation. And you saw what he did yesterday.
Line, and that's the missing piece. And man, Lions have a great offensive line, even though Frank Ragnar retired after last season. I mean, just Penei Sewell is so good. He's so good. And Jahmyr Gibbs has great vision, but it's crazy because all you got to do is give him a crease, and once you give him one, he's gone. He's faster than you. Not you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, you sounded
Anybody
like
in front of him, he looks at him and smiles and like, damn, son, you don't know I'm about to burn you.
No, I'm laughing because Lil Wayne got a freestyle where he says, "I'm faster than you, better than you, etc." That's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's faster than you, better than you, etc. Like, he has what they call that 5th gear. Like, his acceleration is phenomenal. His burst through the hole is great. The way he keeps it skinny, what we call it, is great. But then when he gets past 5 yards, and if he sees the lightest bit of green behind you, in front of him, I mean, it's like an Autobahn Express. Like, he's just gone. He kicks it in, and he's just gone. It's honestly quite remarkable how fast he is, because he looks fast as he's going through the hole, but then he just has that other gear that so many greats had before him. And he's right up there with him. I mean, he averaged 21.8 yards per touch yesterday. That's absurd. That's absurd. He averaged 21.8 yards per touch. What do you do with that? There's nothing we can talk about everything else that happened. That's the reason they won the game at the end of the day, when you have somebody who can just go out there and dominate. So I say when you look at the NFC, the Lions, the Rams, the Seahawks, and I really want to say the Packers.
Really?
I want to say the Packers.
But why is it that they toy with their food? What they play?
Brother.
Like, that's got to make somebody crazy, doesn't it? Like, if I was a Packers fan, they'd make me nuts.
Hey, man, it's, again, I don't want to keep doing these references, but it's like Zazu told Scar, didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food? Like, bruh, just go out there and eat. I don't know what's going on with them. And it's not even that they can't put together wins, because they have 4 wins.
4 1-1.
Not 6. Yeah, which I hate that one.
Sisters. I know I hate it too.
No, I hate that one. I actually, Ham knows this. I have a silly, stupid rule that if you tie, you are eliminated from Super Bowl contention, because in the Super Bowl era, we have never had a team that had a tie in the regular season and go on to win the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl era.
Didn't know that little fun fact right there.
So that's why I came up with that silly little rule. But it's just so hard to, because like look at what Micah did in the fourth quarter. Like that's why you trade for Micah, not because of the stats and what. Because in the fourth quarter, when you need a closer, every great defense has a closer or had a closer, and the Green Bay Packers certainly do. So really, I cannot ignore that it just feels like the Rams and the Lions are going to separate from everyone else. I have questions about the Eagles' secondary on their depth, as we said before the season. Question about their interior offensive line, as we said before the season. And I have questions about just the overall play calling. Like, they won versus the Vikings despite of the coaching.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, man, let's be real. Like the Vikings, you got, dude, my man Carson Wentz, like throws a pick six, and then 2 plays later throws from his end zone an interception, and you get -3 yards and have to punt when you started in field goal range. I'm like, damn, bruh.
And he missed 2
Then he
golden
punted
opportunities
in the
red
end zone.
Yeah, and then he put it in the end zone. But he had 2 golden opportunities in the red zone, one to Jordan Addison and one to Jordan Mason. Both of them were in the flat. Both of them had nobody within 10 yards of them. If he would have just put it on them, it's an easy throw for a professional quarterback. And there's no excuse for it not to be completed. So that's 14 points right there that they left off the board. Then they had that they had the bad snap that went over his head on the opening drive. That cost them 3 points, or a possible touchdown, rather. So the Vikings were very disappointing.
For Jalen Hurts, quote, best statistical passing game, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, 19 of 23, blah, blah, blah. He got Devontae Smith had 9 receptions, 183 yards and a touchdown. They still ain't running the football. Like it's like they keep trying to appease the divas and forget that they actually need to go out and call whatever kind of like you play against the defense, bro. You ain't playing to appease people. They get paid. The checks appease people. Like Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, he gonna get paid. But the other thing is, like you said, the OC, man, got them running wrong routes, a bunch of BS. And it's either they don't trust Jalen Hurts to throw over the middle of the field and think that he's a one-trick pony with throwing the deep ball and, like, some curls. But, oh, my gosh, I'm late for a break. I got Ham over here. Thank God he's taking care of business. We've been talking some NFC. The one thing we talked about is some of the better teams in the NFC, and 2 of them look over in the West. And we got to watch Sam Darnold dominate again with the Seahawks. We've seen the Rams. They went out there and whipped up on the Jags. We watched Detroit also last night take care of business, make it look easy. The only thing that scares me about Detroit is, like, bro, seriously, like, you got Kirby Joseph and Terrion Arnold and Avante Maddox. You had the Rock, like Yasin. He be hurt as well. You got, like, Daniel Thomas got hurt earlier. Again, their secondary, I mean, it's like DJ Reader. I mean, they are banged up every time you turn around. That's the only thing that worries me about the Lions, because that offense can score, and Aiden Hutchinson's been nasty. But we're going to talk in NFC. Got one more question. It's about Sam Darnold. Then we got to dip our toe in the AFC with my man Mo Schefter. Don't you dare touch that dead gum dial. We're back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
I think it's over.
Of course you do.
I don't think it's that simple.
Everyone does.
I got all the answers.
Hit us up on the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line at 360-8255.
Everything today is technologically based. Well, except maybe you. If you're struggling with tech, no matter what kind, call Tech For You. Tech For You for TVs, home theaters, cameras, smart locks, digital storage, and more. Tech For You makes it simple and affordable. Call 697-9695. Make your home safe, comfortable, and up to date with Tech For You. Stop struggling with tech. Call 697-9695. Veteran owned and operated Tech For You. Technology simplified.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, a reminder that your digital life is always at risk. Every day, hackers steal identities, drain bank accounts, and open fraudulent accounts using stolen info. LifeLock's here with tips to help prevent you from becoming a victim of identity theft. Use strong passwords, please. Set up multi-factor authentication on your account and regularly update the software on your device. For real peace of mind, get LifeLock. They monitor hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock U.S.-based restoration specialist will help solve identity theft issues on your behalf, guaranteed your money back. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by $1 million protection package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you to your plan's limit if you lose money due to identity theft. Stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with LifeLock. Get comprehensive identity protection with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Please use the promo code HERD, H-E-R-D. That's LifeLock.com. Promo code HERD for 30 days free. Terms apply.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Don't be a bad boy, Johnny.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Tuesday, man. Man, it's a two-stepping Tuesday. Life's gorgeous. The weather is ridiculous, isn't it?
You can't get better than this.
Man, you really can't, bro. Weather is so fire. But I will tell you, I did want to remind all my wonderful people out there, you know, even when the weather's beautiful and you kind of just want to pull up and sit back and maybe sip on some Tito's and look over all the games and listen to a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour, you know, some people have to work hard. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the truth. You know what Tag Truck Center is, right?
It's in my neighborhood, absolutely.
Oh, man, they big. Them and Mercedes-Benz, the van center, they hooked up. It's the Mercedes-Benz Van Center of Memphis. And guess what they have? Serious vans for serious work. Right there at 4430 American Way in Memphis. It's easy to find. They have the Mid-South source. If you need a fleet, they got you covered. If you need one van, they got you. If you need it new, if you need it used, whatever you need, they got you. They have fleet solutions. They have custom uplifts on all of them, from cargo, passenger, van crews, crew vans, and custom chassis. They have certified techs that keep you moving with fast maintenance, repairs. They have the largest parts inventory. There's only one place, Mercedes-Benz Van Center. It's your Sprinter Van headquarters. Check them out at sprintervans.com. That is sprintervans.com. Or call them at 901-237-9302. That's 901-237-9302. Remember, Mercedes-Benz Van Center. They're part of the Tag Truck family, driven to keep you on the Rizzo. My man Mo Schefter, man, I'm telling you, you are the best in the business. I like my man Jake Crane. When he talks college football, I listen. I have ADHD bad. Jay Ham will tell you, half the guests, I don't hear a damn thing they say. But when I have Jake Crane, I'm listening to his college football. And when I got Mo Schefter, I'm listening to what he says about the NFL because they speaking the truth.
Tito feels insulted. I'm just playing.
Oh, and Tito when he's talking baseball, because, when I'm talking baseball. I got to say, no disrespect, but I'm talking football. And my two guys I listen to, Mo, I have so much fun talking NFL with you, but I got to ask you something, because we talked about the NFC, and I am going to get over to the AFC, but, man, I keep thinking about Minnesota, and I keep thinking about, wow, like, they did let Sam Darnold go.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be real, and we can't stop, like, fooling ourselves. Sam Darnold, like, and that's the crazy thing about quarterbacks. We give up on them so early. Remember Rich Gannon late in his career? I mean, what he did with the Raiders?
Absolutely.
Some people are late bloomers, and everybody was ready to throw him to the wayside. He's only 28 years old. And, I mean, he turned 28 in June or July, something like that. Like, this ain't somebody who's close to being 29. And he found success at 27 last year after he got in Kevin O'Connell's system. And he had Jordan Addison to throw the football to. And, of course, he had Justin Jefferson. And Kevin O'Connell's good with quarterbacks. And he was awesome. Goes out to Seattle. I don't know. To be honest with you, I didn't think he was, it wasn't something I was like, ooh, he's going to be such a difference maker. Bruh, Sam Darnold, almost 1,800 yards, 12 tutties, only 4 picks, not turning the football over, been as efficient as can be. What do you think about, like, Sam Darnold, and is this now the new Sam Darnold? Has he stood up?
Yeah, so it's a great question. Give a little context here. We were talking about Caleb Williams and Daniel Jones and the difference in their play. And I discussed that with Caleb Williams, he's in a much better offense, but you're not seeing a more accurate Caleb Williams because they haven't fixed his mechanics.
Nope.
When we talked about Daniel Jones, we're talking about a whole different quarterback because they did fix it.
Doesn't even look like the same quarterback, bro.
Totally agree. He's even taller in the pocket. When we talk about Sam Darnold,
Yeah, because he was very spread out. Now he's playing with his feet underneath his shoulders.
For sure. Great observation, for sure. When we talk about Sam Darnold, well, what's leading to what we've seen out of him? Well, number one, he talked about how Sean McVay taught him how to watch film. That's a big thing. So that's where it started with him. Because
Baker Mayfield said the same damn thing.
Baker Mayfield said the same exact thing. So with Sam, there was never any physical questions. The fundamentals, the foundation was always there. The throwing motion was there. With Sam, it was a mental thing. So what you're seeing now is somebody who understands what he's looking at every time they get to the line of scrimmage. You're seeing a more confident Sam Darnold. You're seeing a more decisive Sam Darnold. And I could sit here and give you the logistical view, as we say, of the mechanics and the this and the that. Sometimes, and I talked about this on Sunday, the human element is still the most important part of anything we do in life. And with Sam Darnold, that's all it is. It's just he is in a much different state of mind, a much better state of mind, and you're seeing more confidence from him.
Field.
He's seeing right. So the confidence is leading the watching film and processing the film is leading to more confidence, which is leading to a better field vision, which is leading to more decisiveness, which is leading to more accurate strikes. He threw some balls yesterday that were 4-seam fastballs right down the middle. I mean, they were just through these tight windows.
It wasn't Mark Sanchez throwing no footballs. No, they were cannons, laws.
And they weren't like touchy throws. Like, they were decisive throws with conviction that were getting to the exact spot he wanted them to get.
Tell you one thing, You know, week 1, they opened up the season against 49ers. Lost a tight one. Since then, they scored 31, 44, 23, 35, 20, and 27. Very, very efficient. And you just got to tip your cap and say, damn, Sam. You get it done.
They are.
Now, I got a question because I'm about to close up about a 30-second question for you. If you had to pick Super Bowl, and this is a very simple one, and you can have the NFC West and only the NFC Championship. I apologize. Are you taking the NFC West, or are you taking the field, which would, of course, include Tampa Bay and the Lions, Packers, and the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm taking the NFC West.
I don't think I can argue with you.
Yeah, I'm taking the NFC West.
One thing also, Seattle, point differential, plus 57, Rams, plus 58. Both teams 5-2.
Only one better in the NFC are the Detroit Lions.
Yep, that is
point
true.
Differential.
That is true. They're sitting high atop of the mountain at 64. Because they score like... They score like billionaires in brothels. Hey, I'm going to take a quick timeout. You want to join me back on the other side since J-Mo can't come in?
I'm locked in, baby.
That's my homie, Mo Schefter. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let Bryant Dacus and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon. Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Family Leisure doesn't do anything small. It's always got to be big, just like the world's biggest spa sale. Happening right now at Family Leisure. Check this out. You can get spas starting under $3,000. Spas and even swim spas, they're up to 30% off. Floor model spas have even bigger special prices. Cold plunges are all the trend right now. Take the plunge starting under $5,000. You see a patio furniture set you like? You could get a free umbrella with it. Ask an associate for details. Plus, swimming pools are clearance price now through the end of October. Get yours before the prices increase. That is with any big sale. Special financing, it's available. The only thing small during the world's biggest spa sale at Family Leisure are the prices. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40. Your family and fun come together.
Hi, this is Greg Gaston with Sports 56 Radio. I'm sure you've heard the name NST Law. They've been a trusted name in Memphis for as long as I can remember. And to back that claim up, my family has hired NST Law both times we've been involved in an accident. NST has been standing up for folks in Memphis and the Mid-South community for 3.5 decades. They've won billions for people. That's with a B. And that's real numbers for real families like mine. If you've been hurt and it wasn't your fault, NST knows exactly how to fight back. If the insurance company offers you a check fast, hold up. Call NST first and make sure it's fair. You may not need a lawyer today, but if someone you love gets hurt in Memphis, tell them to call NST. They've helped generations of families in Memphis, and they'll treat yours like their own. You know the jingle. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000. That's 683-7000. Or visit nstlaw.com.
Hey, Mid-South, if you're looking for a new ride, look no further than Gossett Kia on the Pike. And remember, every Gossett Kia comes equipped with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. 2025 Kia K4 LXS, we Gossett $154 a month. $39.95 due at signing. How about 2025 Kia Sorento LX, we Gossett $195 a month. $49.95 due at signing. And Gossett Kia on the Pike's got 2025 Kia Soul S, $245 a month. $39.95 due at signing, all 24-month lease. You just ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Hurry to Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
SG4 405-858, MSRP 34275. Sold S7272681, MSRP 24980. K4SE 195,392, MSRP 24375. Includes all rebates and incentives. 895 PF plus finance through KFA. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. Deal stock only. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/03/25.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It's a gorgeous Tuesday. You know what I wish I could do? I could pull up over there. It's some Los Cabos, baby. That's where the flavors of Mexico melt in my mouth. I love Los Cabos. The only thing I struggle with, because you know I'm very indecisive, and I always make Chas. I have to know what she is getting because I'm going to eat half of it. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't ever finish her plate. That's why she's so tiny.
And you just greedy.
And I'm greedy, so I need to know what she getting because I'm going to get something different, you know? The cool thing about Los Cabos, though, is you go over there right there at Summer and Graham. They have lunch specials from 10 a.m. Once they open up that joint till 3 o'clock. Think about that. $7 to $11. Okay, it says $6.99. I just say $7 to $11. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven all day long.
And like that's ridiculous. They have also $5.50 premium shots of tequila.
You know, that's what we refer to some, a pack of the wide receivers in the league like that that's always open. They 7-Eleven and Waffle House guys.
Yeah, bro. 7-Eleven always open. Waffle House, I don't even know if we got one in Memphis anymore.
Well, we got one right off State Line. We can claim that one.
Oh, I got to go all the way down the State Line for real.
Hey, man, you an Ole Miss guy. You all right with it?
Yeah, I drive down there a lot, man. But I will say again, like Los Cabos, not only do they have lunch specials from $7 to $11. Again, it's kind of like this, though. When I'm at the lunch special, like sometimes Chas will get like a chalupa, chimichanga. Or a quesadilla.
I love chimichangas.
I know she does too. She'll get like the chili relleno.
This is why Chaz is my big sister.
Or sometimes she just goes crazy and gets like 2 tacos. She'll get one soft and one crunchy because she can't make up her mind. One's both.
Versatility.
And then she has to figure out: do I want the crunchy taco chicken, and do I want the soft taco beef? Or do I want the beef taco crunchy? Anyway, they do it all for you over at Los Cabos. Only for $7 to $11, 10 to 3. The happiest hours are from 8 o'clock. From 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So you get some 5 straight hours. You can sit at the bar, watch ball, and have some cervezas or margaritas. When you want the flavors of Mexico to melt in your mouth, it's always one place to go. That's Los Cabos, the one I like to frequent right there at Summer and Graham. Man, Mo, are you hungry yet?
Brother, I'm starving now.
Nah, no kidding. Me too, dude. And I'm a big cheese dip and salsa guy. Whoa. Oh, I didn't even mention their nachos. Lord.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, once you start mentioning nachos, that's it. Now I'm definitely hungry.
Man. But you know what, man? It seems like there's a lot of young bucks in the National Football League that are starving, and they want to prove themselves. And I think one of them we already talked about was Sam Darnold, who's now 28 years old, number 3 overall pick out of USC with the New York Jets. Did not work out for him. I believe he had to go spend a year in San Francisco. Was a Ram for a bit. Now, of course, we know what happened in Minnesota. That was his second chance at life. He got lucky. J.J. McCarthy wasn't able to start. He ran with it, took them to the second best record of the NFC. They get rid of him. He goes over to Seattle. And now he's got a Seattle football team that I'm going to tell you right now did not expect to be 5-2. Did not expect their defense to be as salty as their defense has become. And again, not only do they throw the ball well with my man Sam, they run the football extremely well. Seattle is legit. The Los Angeles Rams are legit. But the other hungry young bucks that I'm talking about are over in the AFC, man. And they got like a kid in New England, Drake May, who literally is going to make you forget about Tom Brady. I mean, every time I watch him play, I keep saying to myself, holy ish. It's amazing when you bring a full-grown ass man like Mike Vrabel into an organization and you have a lot of pieces there and you actually coach them up, teach them how to play the right way. And then all of a sudden, like I said, you look at this team, they've won 4 straight games in a row and Drake May is playing out of his mind. Did you see Drake May this year taking that next step?
Well, I most definitely did. Like, this is in no way surprising to me. When you watched his rookie film, you notice
drop balls left and right.
Right. You know, there's a lot of positives about him. You know, there's a lot of negatives about what's around him. Scheme, drop balls, poor offensive line. There was a lot wrong. No real significance to the run game at all. The run game, there's nobody really new in the running back room except for the rookie. But like Ramondre Stevenson is leading that charge, and he's been there. It's just there's a much better offensive line, much better coaching. They're coaching it better. They're scheming it better. You bring in Stephon Diggs, who is a huge piece to that wide receiver group, to that young quarterback.
Doesn't look hurt, does he?
Sure doesn't.
His knee looks great.
He looks hopefully as healthy as that baby on the way.
And it's just also, like, to be honest with you, and no disrespects to Gerard Mayo, it is just, you can see the difference. I mean, this is a guy who's, again, first-time head coach. You bring in somebody like Mike Vrabel, who not only played there and was successful, but he holds people accountable. He's a full-grown ass man. He's a successful coach, and they look totally different under him.
I think the most remarkable thing is you're only a year removed from Bill Belichick exiting. So it's not like they went through years and years of bad football. It was just a 1 year. Vrabel came in there, and now there's purpose to the way they build in their roster. Like, it was Bill did a lot of random things in the last few years, and what Mike Vrabel did was just be very purposeful, very intentional, and they built a winning roster.
Now, everybody's favorite out of the AFC East was the Buffalo Bills. They literally, let's just be honest with you. The Patriots went to Buffalo's house and took care of business. And that's the one that was just so impressive. And since the Patriots, by the way, opened the season with a terrible loss against the Raiders, they only had one more hiccup, and that was the Steelers in Week 3. They've rolled off 4 straight games. They're looking extremely efficient. And again, I got to say right now, Diggs has been amazing. He is an alpha dog. He gets open. He puts he's already got, 450 some odd yards. He's getting it done. But, like, Drake May is not just, like, locked in on one dude. Like, he's actually playing the position. Did you think Kayshon Boutte was ever going to be a legitimate wide receiver? Hunter Henry is already caught 300 yards at the tight end spot. He's using the ball and throwing it to Mac Hollins and Ramondre Stevens. And, the guy's literally is not afraid. Travion Henderson out of the backfield is a beauty. I'm just saying, like, right now, this kid is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, you got to give Josh McDaniels some love as well. they're using every single player and they're feeding everybody, and he's
Yes.
not going out there and reading just one, like force feeding one guy. I mean, damn, Hunter Henry has like 36 targets. That's second to Stephon Diggs' 44.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, sometimes I want to be careful how this is interpreted. But depth is more important than talent. And they have talented guys, but it's just such a deep roster on both sides of the football. And I mean, Matt Collins has started in this league for a long time. Hunter Henry has been a model of consistency in this league for a long time. And with Booty and Pop Douglas and all these other guys, again, it's the fact that you got.
So Demario Douglas, they call him Pop Douglas.
They call him Pop Douglas. Yeah, they call
you
him Pop
taught me
Douglas.
something, Mo. I didn't know that.
when you combine quarterback, offensive line, and coaching, and the skilled position has that's a recipe for the skilled positions to flourish. You can't just put receivers in a garden with bad crop. You got to have some good soil in there. And any receiver to grow and thrive and blossom and go through the photosynthesis process, you need quarterbacking, coaching, and offensive line. And they have that. And we're talking about this.
And
offense.
young, by the way, like Will Campbell, like
Yes.
he is the starting left tackle in the New England Patriots. I think it's what, the third overall pick. Third overall
Yep.
pick. They always were talking about he had them tiny arms. Bro, he's out there dominating folks. They say he is country ass strong.
Listen, Drake May and him were all taken third overall. We're both taken third overall. When we were scouting, I got an argument with one of our dudes from the 22 members, and I'll have to find the list, but I listed about 8 all-pro tackles that had the same arm length as Will Campbell, including Matt Light, who had a pretty good career in New England, playing that same position. So, and I think Jason Peters is another one on that list who had the same arm length as Will Campbell. So, arm length is not important when you have the foundation. Like
When
we're not
your
going to
shoulders are that strong and you get those little arms on you and nobody's getting around you. And the other thing is people forget he has some of the best footwork. He is so light on his feet that it makes up for basically his short arms. And again, the fact that he's just so strong.
Right. He's a technician. He's strong and he's fluid. So his movement is exceptional for a left tackle. You want your left tackle to be athletic. You want your left tackle to be mobile. And the two things that I'm going to highlight that aren't being talked about enough. Number one, their center, Garrett
Bradbury, yeah.
And you look at the Vikings run game this year, it's not a coincidence. Like, when you have a center who can literally just sort of make sure everybody is focused, everybody understands their assignment, the quarterback is understanding the coverage and the mic and the pressure alignment, that's so vital. Like, certain quarterbacks didn't need AIQ center, but that's very few and far between. That's Mahomes and Brady. That's it. Like, a center is so important for him to be smart. And so he's doing a lot for Drake May, calling out the protection, making sure the guys next to him know what's happening. And the second thing, this defense, bro, this is one of the best run defenses in the National Football League.
Preach.
And anytime you have a great run defense, a defense that knows how to pressure, and you compound that with a team that knows how to put up points, that's another one of those things that's a recipe for success.
Man, I'll tell you one thing, man. Look at, just like some of their dudes, like Harold Landry, a guy who, when you look at him, you think of one thing. For me, like at least when he came out of Boston College, he's fast as Cooter Brown. I figured a lot of edge rushing. That man will go in there and light you up like a Christmas tree. He's not even really rushing the quarterback. in the typical way that I thought they would use him. He does still though have, and he's tied for 5.5 sacks on the season. But this is a guy that they use in so many different ways. And like when it comes to like filling a gap and stopping a running back, that's something that he is just so underrated. Like this ain't right now. I'm sorry, this ain't my kid for the Giants that just got drafted, who right now looks lost unless he's rushing the quarterback.
Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter. No, man, he can play on the edge and rush the quarterback, or he can literally go out there and cover anybody in a running back in a route. Or if you need that dude to stick his head in a hole, he's gonna light somebody up like a Christmas tree. I got nothing but respect for that kid out of BC.
Absolutely, and I'm sure he was with the Titans with Vrabel, so that's you got experience with him. One thing I'm going to also highlight: we got to keep in mind Mike Vrabel's background as a player was Dick LeBeau and Bill Belichick, and those are two guys that knew how to scheme pressure without having a perennial pass rusher. Like, okay, yes, Seymour was good, James Harrison was great, Willie McGinnis was great, but they never had that Micah Parsons, Trey Hendrickson, Myles Garrett,
they were
TJ Watt.
self-made men. I mean, heck, you're talking about think about Joey Porter. He played practice squad 3 years.
Right.
Right.
So they always had guys that were strong on the edge that could go vertical, that could set the edge, and that just knew their assignment. So his whole playing career, he's been learning how to scheme up pressure. And so, and he's taken that into his coaching career, and it's working out well for him. The Titans, when he was there, were always good at pressuring the quarterback, and now New England, 6 weeks into the season, is pressuring the quarterback. They're disrupting the timing. They're playing press coverage and rerouting receivers. That also interrupts the timing. The passing offense is all about timing in this league. Especially with all the people that adapt the West Coast system. It's all about timing. So when you look at everything that they're doing, there isn't one thing. It's coaching, quarterback. The one weakness, the one flaw in this team is discipline. That is the only thing they need to clean up. Otherwise, I would so comfortably put them in my top 5. But discipline is one of the biggest keys to me. That's depth and discipline. That's a huge thing for me.
I feel like that probably will get a little bit cleaned up as long as the season goes along. But
hopefully, yes.
But I have to also bring out another one. And again, we kind of talked about him like Sam Darnold. Daniel Jones is that guy who, when he was in New York, he wasn't that guy. I mean, he just wasn't. When he came out of Duke, he was a first-round pick for the Giants, I think. 6'7", something like that. He's got the body, 6'5", 230. Well, all of a sudden, he goes and he gets with Shane Steichen, who did a lot of great work with Jalen Hurts early in his career. And all of a sudden now Daniel Jones is completing 71% of his damn passes on the season. He only has 10 touchdowns. He's only turned the ball over 3 times. He's only taken 6 sacks, by the way. He's top 5 in getting the ball out of his hands. Like I'm thinking to myself, damn, Daniel Jones is getting the ball out of his hand in 2.6 whatever seconds. That's playing the position the way he's supposed to. Plus, Jonathan Taylor looks like he's back again. He's close to 700 yards, averaging over 5 yards a carry. He's got 10 tutties on the season. You got Ty Warren out of Penn State, who's their leading receiver on the team, bro. He's playing great. The thing that I'm worried about is an Alec Pierce, is a Josh Downs, is a Michael Pittman Jr. Do they have enough at wide receiver in reality against some of these teams that got some lockdown corners?
Yeah. Hey, I am someone, I'm going to give you a couple bulletin points here. I am someone that does not a wide receiver as a huge value when it comes to a Super Bowl roster. There are certain things that you need, with exceptions. You need somebody who work the slot. You need somebody who can complement an X receiver. They have an X receiver. Michael Pittman is a big body guy who can get.
He's a target in the end zone too. I mean, he's a guy you
Right.
can throw the ball up to when everything gets tight. They single him up.
Yes.
Give him a 50-50 ball.
Yes. So, like with the wide receiver position, you just need to have a certain level of capability of skill set. I think they have that, and then you look at the rest of the roster: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, a defense with a pass rush that doesn't get enough credit at all.
Offensive
led by
line
DeVoris
that's
Buckner.
tearing it up this year.
And that offensive line is just moving people. No beef, no Lombardi. They got prime rib over there. In Indianapolis.
And right now, Ty Warren, is making, my man Joe Judge look like an idiot. Again, how did Ty Warren how was he not the first tight end off the dam? Like, it was one of those things where, like, I'm going to overthink myself and show you I'm smarter than you are. Bro, what was it, Britton Colston, the kid they took? Loveland.
Yeah. John, we talked the next day. That's one of the first things we talked about is the Bears took the wrong tight end.
Yeah, dude, this kid is ridiculous, man. I mean, this is not just for tight ends. He's 15th in the league in receptions. Receiving yards. He's 21st in receptions. He's got 3 touchdowns. And he does everything. Like, there is not a linebacker right now that I look at and say, oh, yeah, he can definitely cover this guy. No, man, you better drop your strong safety down in there, and that opens up the middle of the field for Michael Pittman and Pierce and everybody to get the ball vertically down the field. So he's a hell of an addition. Now, my question is, we talked about Indiana Jones, which is wild. We've talked about, how Drake May in his second year is dominating. There is still, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs got Rashee Rice back. So I'm going to sit there and say, like, right now, Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City team, especially right now, is scaring me more than anybody because I feel like I've seen this movie before. And right now, it looks like their best offense, and at least in my mind, that they've had since they had a Tyreek Hill. I mean, let's be real. Pat Mahomes is pushing the ball vertically down the field. Xavier Worthy, fastest wide receiver in football. Rashee Rice drives fast, he runs fast, but he's also built like a brick house. I'm a big Hollywood Brown guy. I think he's underrated. If he's your 3, and you got like Juju, fill in Tyquan Thornton playing better than I expected by far. They had another kid out there. I can't remember his name.
Rashard Smith, Noah Gray.
Yeah, my man, especially Noah Gray, who's popping in there. Travis Kelce, look, he's lost his step. He has, but they still kind of share a brain. And I've seen many a time still this season where he can still get open and make big catches on third down. But to me right now, it's about the fact that you got 3 dudes that are legit fast as Cooter Brown. 2 of them can run the entire route tree. One of them's still more of a one-trick pony. But that trick opens up everything for what Pat Mahomes like to do. I like right now the Kansas City Chiefs probably more than most.
Listen, when we do our power rankings, we kind of got to do, you are what your record says. But it's Halloween season, and the NFL's boogeyman is alive and well and lurking. There's not many teams that have 5 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and 3 running backs that can all play. There's not many teams that have a Chris Jones, who's complemented by Derek Nandi, Mike Dana, and George Karlaftis. And then you got 3 capable starting linebackers.
Dude,
you got
I'll
a deep
take
secondary. You got special teams.
Any day. And plus, their secondary, I'm a big Trent McDuffie guy. I think he is always hella good.
Hear me?
No, I lost you for a second. Come back to me.
I'm there. I'm good. I'm here.
But yeah, I was just saying, and also their secondary. I love. Trey McDuffie, I think, is phenomenal. So.
Yes.
Andy Reid, a great play caller. Spags, probably the best DC in football right now. Kansas City, like as much as you probably don't want to hear about it, Kansas City is awesome. Now, asking you this question, Kansas City over in that West is not in first place right now. And
That's okay.
And I don't know how the Denver Broncos pulled that out of there. You know what? Last night or the night before, the day before, what happened? How did Denver beat the Giants? And if you do you let the kicker on the plane after you missed that extra point and 2 extra points and a field goal?
Absolutely not. You tell him go find a dispensary and we'll send you your walking papers tomorrow morning. I'm gonna say something, Johnny. This is not X's and O's, okay? I'm a spiritual person. I wholeheartedly believe the spirit of Demaryius Thomas was the reason they won that game. You could call me crazy.
Hey, I believe that's the reason they beat the Jets in that crazy, wacko 13-11 game. They beat the Eagles in that crazy game where they won 21-17. This ain't a team that's heck, they struggled against the Titans earlier in the season and won 20-12. And then their losses, they lost the game by 1 point against the Colts, where they screwed that up, and they lost by a field goal against the Chargers, where they missed a field goal.
Right. I mean, listen, hopefully this is something that sort of springboards them, where you're trying not to just manage Bo Nix so well, but they just kept playing. They literally just kept playing. They got explosive plays. They got stops. Jackson Dart threw that very boneheaded interception that happened as a rookie, growing pains. Their defense is phenomenal. They just kept playing, man. They just kept playing, and weird things happen in this league sometimes.
Broke my heart, though, for
sense.
the Giants, because I'm a Jackson Dart fan. He flew my daughter and her boyfriend down to the New Orleans game and got them tickets and put them up in a hotel. So, he's a nice dude. That makes me happy. Is. But I would tell you one thing. He's got a lot of moxie. He's got he plays a position a little bit different, and then nobody plays it like Cam Scatterboo. And these two lunatics, for some reason, I don't know how long you can keep running your head into other grown-ass men's chests like Cam Scatterboo. But right now, Jackson Dart and Scatterboo are actually making the Giants a fun watch.
Bro, they are the reason why Brian Daboll is going to have a job next year.
Totally agree.
Brian Daboll just bought himself another year. He just did. He did, because he's going to tell the Maras, hey, this was me.
He was like, I moved up. I wanted Dart. I said I can make this kid a quarterback. Right. Man, Mo, I talk to you all day long. I got to pay some bills, but I just wanted to say, seriously, man, I appreciate you. I love talking the NFL. I don't know how busy you're going to be, but I'm going to drop my high five on the other side and do a little bit of hardwood. You go have a blessed day. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You too, my brother. I appreciate you. Views22 on Facebook, Mo_Views22 on Instagram. We got some things coming down the pipeline, and we'll talk to you about it on Friday for sure. I appreciate you, Johnny.
Hey, man, we got so much to talk about. I feel like we still hadn't even scratched the surface, Mo.
Bro, this is the NFL, baby.
We
love it.
It never sleeps. That's my man, Mo Schefter. Views from the 22. I'm late for a break. Jay Ham, let's take us out. You're listening to Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant, objective feedback with hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation size courts, 3 high school size courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis, now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
It's football time in Memphis and soon basketball. And we cannot forget soccer. I'm Sheldon Rosengarten with Marks Bensdorf Realtors, and you shouldn't forget real estate, as it's a year-round sport. I've sold homes on every major holiday, including Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day. So don't think spring and summer are the only prime times to sell. What is more important is the prime agent you want representing you, me. With a highly successful strategic marketing program, people often say when you want the job done, call Sheldon. I may be the worst golfer in town and known as Mr. Three-Putt to my so-called friends. I am one tough dude when it comes to selling your home. During the upcoming sports seasons, interview 2 to 3 players, but definitely include me to lead your team. You can reach me at 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com. Remember, Sheldon gets it done. Maybe not on the golf course, but I can sell your home. That's memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546, and go Tigers.
You know what I love about Central Barbecue? They pay you to do their radio commercials. Well, yeah, but what I really love about Central Barbecue is I'm proud to do their radio commercials. Really? You should put more effort into it. I'm proud to represent the very best barbecue in Memphis, and therefore the best barbecue in the world. Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing. I'm proud to do the Central Barbecue ads, too. Believe me, I've done some ads for companies that really weren't the very best in their business.
I know the ones you're talking about.
No, you don't. That was a long time ago.
If you say so. But doing ads for Central Barbecue means being able to say, honestly, it's a great product at a great price.
With lots of great locations.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Binswanger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Binswanger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Binswanger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit binswingerglass.com. Binswanger Glass.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's always brought to you by the best. That's Tito's Handmade Vodka. Crafted to be savored responsibly. And it's crafted better than any other vodka on planet Earth, period, in discussion. 6 times distilled before they still it in classic copper pots, which is they do it in small batches. It's an old school method. That's why it's got a unique flavor, slightly sweet. Has that black pepper note that balances everything out, baby. You can drink it neat. You can drink it with cranberry juice. You can make you a martini. You can make whatever you want. Put it with Crystal Light. That's how my brother's wife, so she's my sister-in-law.
That would be correct.
I had to think. Sister-in-law, she likes Tito's and Crystal Light. And I'm like, I don't even know what Crystal Light is. Took a sip of it with some Tito's. I was like, damn, that's delicious.
You never drank Crystal Light in the 80s?
Man, bro, you know me. I'm a water drinker. If it's not water, it's beer or Tito's.
Even as a kid?
No. See, my parents, they taught me like crazy things. They were so smart. They told me that Cokes are bad for you.
They are.
And they'll make you slow, and you'll
Oh,
get
they
fat,
look-
and you won't be a good football player. It'll make you slow, John. It's
They
carbonated.
They basically went reefer madness with you on Coca-Cola Classics.
They had me. I never drank soft drinks, never ate fast food.
I've never seen you with a soft drink. This is
I
fair.
don't. I do not drink them.
Never seen you eat fast food. I think
I
the
do
only
not
thing
eat
I
fast
think,
food.
only thing I think I seen you do like in remotely fast food was that you had Chaz bring you a backyard burger.
Oh yeah,
That was it.
that's when I was starving, bro.
And you were starving that day. I remember that.
I was like, I need it quick. But Tito's, let me just tell you something. They make the best vodka in the world. There's no frills. There's no flavors. There's no fancy labels. We don't need gooses. We don't need stupid, like, pretty bottles. We just want the juice, baby. And that's what you get. And if you're a dog lover, Tito Beverage loves dogs. You know how much I love dogs, right?
I mean, you got a fleet of them at the
I
crib.
do, and they are my babies, bruh. Love me some puppies. Been rescuing little animals. I was crazy at one point. Did you know that? Did I ever tell you all that?
You told me about the story you rescuing a dog in the airport with the service dog.
Broke my arm.
Right, and the
broke
lady,
my wrist.
and the
Broke
lady
two
wanted
fingers in my wrist.
and the lady wanted to beat you down too.
Yeah, she looked like she wanted to kill me. I'm like, damn, I just saved your dog, man. That's where I learned no good. I never understood no good deed goes unpunished. And that's when I learned. I was like, damn. Now, I'm about to learn with y'all. We got to do I haven't done my high five today. And my high five has been very difficult. Because if you look at the records, best record in all of football is very, very simple. You should know it by now. Do you know it by now?
I know it by now.
It's the freaking Colts. They're 6-1, Holmes. 6-1.
So they're number one?
No, I'm not telling you that.
Oh.
Their record, their winning percentage is .857. Their point differential is number one in all of football, plus 90 freaking 2.
And that don't make them number one?
And they're winners of 3 games in a row, bro.
And that don't make them number one either?
Nope.
Wow.
Does not make them
It's
number
a
one.
hard drive with the high five, man.
Well, you know, they lost to the Rams.
Not a bad team to lose to, but I got you.
They beat a Chargers team that's got more injuries than anybody and their grandmother.
Hey, you can only beat what they put in front of you.
They barely beat the Cardinals, and we know that the Cardinals suck. Now, they did mollywop the Raiders, which they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
They played the Titans this year, which is basically a gimme. They beat the Broncos by 1 second game of the season when the Broncos came out the gate soft and flaccid. And then they beat a Dolphins team that I can't tell if their coach is a cokehead, if their quarterback has lost his daggum mind, and if there's a single player on that football team that likes each other.
I think all three things there could be true, John.
So, can I give them the love? And guess what? This is the thing that also makes my stomach churn. Do you know they played this Sunday?
Who they got?
The Titans again.
Hey, it's a divisional foe.
I know. So they're going to be 7-1.
And that game is in
And I
where?
told you I love Ty Warren.
That's in Indy too, right? Because they played in Nashville the first round.
Yeah,
right?
they play at Indy. They play in Indy. They do have the Steelers on the road, which is number 1 in the NFC.
That'll be fun.
In the AFC North. That'll be a good one. That's in Pittsburgh. They have the Falcons, who, you know, if the real Falcons would please stand
That'll
up,
be
that would
fun,
help
too.
me.
I
That'll be a
think-
good one.
yeah.
Sadly, they have to go on the road to the Chiefs, and I think they're going to get their brains beat out when they play the Chiefs.
Or it may be fun.
Nope, I think they're going to get their brains beat out because I think the Chiefs are getting everything right. The Texans are sorry. They play at the Jags. They're pathetic. Seattle should be a good game, especially on the road. They have the 49ers, and they close out against the Texans. A lot of stuff still to be decided.
So we'll get to see Daniel Jones versus Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
going to be a
dig it.
fun one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great games. I mean, if you want to go winning percentage, I mean, I can sit there and tell you that the Green Bay Packers, they got a 750 winning percentage because they kissed their sister in one game and got a tie, and they've gone 4-1 since that stretch. Now, they also have, like, they tied the Cowboys, and the Cowboys, by the way, lately are just scoring. Like, Dak Prescott, let me tip the cap to you, homie.
Give that man a defense.
Jared, give this man a defense. I mean, Diggs, you suck. Everybody that plays on the team sucks. on defense. But, man, that offense is cold-blooded. You put 30 on the board because they're going to score it.
Yeah. Except in Chicago when they couldn't score more
Which
than
I
14.
can't even believe that happened. I don't know what the heck. That was a throwing football game if I ever seen one. But this is a team, again, week 1, they got over on the Lions, and I had them way up top. Remember how much in love I was with them?
Yeah.
Then they beat the Commanders, and I'm like, oh, you better sit down and watch out. Then they lost to the Browns somehow. That was just disgusting. Kissed their sister when they played the Cowboys. Beat up on a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team. And then barely got over on the Cardinals and Mighty Mouse. So, like, again, the Packers might have the second best winning percentage. They ain't number 1.
Well, to be fair, the Cardinals win with the Packers. There was no Mighty Mouse involved. That was Jacoby
That's
Brissett.
true. It was Jacoby.
Jacoby should be the starter, in my opinion, on the team. I just like him better. I'm not really a big fan of conceited Kyler at quarterback. Good football player, but quarterback, nah.
And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams that are 5-2 in the National Football League. You got 8 teams 5-2, 1 4-1-1, and 1 6-1. That's 10 teams that have good records.
So how do you decipher 5 from out of this, John?
It's tough as nails, dog. And here's where the reality of me comes in. I mean, Drake May is 5-2. Are you taking New England or Buffalo, even though New England went to Buffalo and whipped them?
New England's still in first, right? In the AFC East?
5-2.
Yeah. I like that New England team, man.
I do too. I like Mike Vrabel. Tennessee should have never gotten rid of him.
True that. I like Luke May's younger brother for the Hoop Heads. Shout out to Luke May.
That's his little brother?
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah. The May family of North Carolina, yeah.
For real?
Yeah. That's Luke May's little brother Drake.
Damn.
Yeah. Big player, big time players, man, because Luke hit one of the biggest shots in the NCAA tournament right here in our city.
Man.
Sent them to the Final Four, and then they went on to win the national championship.
I didn't realize that they were brothers.
I had to look it up when Drake was coming out. I had to make sure because I'm looking at the spelling, the M-A-Y-E. I'm like, yo, that's got to be Luke's Ken, some sort.
And the crazy also thing about the NFL, though, we have some posers. Like, we have the Bears who are posers at 4-2.
You just will not get them no props, huh?
Uh-uh.
They won 4 straight, too.
I don't care. You got the Steelers, who I still feel are a little poser-esque.
Really?
4-2.
They need a receiver, huh?
They got my man, Austin.
And Tyler Lockett is free now. He asked for his release from the Titans, and they gave it to him.
I mean, let's be real, man. Like, when you look at the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers is playing better. But, like, DK Metcalf is awesome. I'm not going to say he's not. But their second best receiver is Pat Freiermuth.
That's why I said they need to holler at Tyler Lockett.
Calvin Austin is... Dude, okay, so DK has 406 yards receiving. Pat Freiermuth has 187. He's number 2. Then you have your running back, Warren, who's 184. Then you have Calvin Austin at 139. And then you have 2 more tight ends and a running back before you get to that sorry Wilson. And he has only 86, that Roman Wilson kid. So, like, that's the thing is they don't have wide receivers. Now, Gainwell and Warren, I'm really Jalen Warren's playing a lot better than I expected. He's averaging 4.4 yards a carry. Kenneth Gainwell's averaging 4.3. But dude, come on, man. Nah, they're posers. I mean, and what the hell happened to the Ravens 1-5? So, I just was going to let you know, my number 1 is not the Indianapolis Colts. My number 1 is not the Green Bay Packers or the New England Patriots. I'm going to tell you who my number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are on the other side. You know what else I'm going to do, buddy?
What's that?
I'll give you something to bet on.
Oh, even better.
Man, we got to bet.
So that means you got to bet on some NBA tonight, huh? 'Cause
Man,
ain't nothing else going on. But they released. You got a couple college football games,
I was
though.
getting ready to say, don't.
You got my man Kennesaw State with my man Jerry Mack, Coach Jerry Mack. I grew up with Jerry Mack. He's a good dude.
Jerry Mack, nice guy.
Yes, sir.
He said, I'm a Mac daddy.
That he is.
He said, what is it? Like, what did Chris Cross say?
He's the daddy Mac.
He's the daddy Mac, yeah. I'll make you daddy Mac daddy. Plus you have Western Kentucky and La Tech. We're going to talk some bets, and I'm going to give you my top 5 teams in the NFL. Come back and join me to close things out on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Hi, this is Greg Gaston from Sports 56 here with Corey B. Trotz and Ryan Saharovich from NST Law. Corey, we know that NST Law has been around in this city for over 35 years. Tell us what's new that's happening at the firm right now.
We are proud to announce that Parker Trotz and Ryan Saharovich have been elevated as partners. They are bringing fresh ideas at NST, how to prove evidence in a courtroom, how to bring AI into the law practice. It's just an amazing time at NST, and the future is very, very bright.
Thanks, Corey. And hey, Ryan, congratulations. Thank you. We keep hearing about these self-driving vehicles that are coming to town. So when can we expect to see these cars on the road right here in Memphis?
When you think of cars with no drivers, it's going to be a while before they're out on the road, but there are companies who've already come into Tennessee. Neuro is a company that's recently begun testing in Memphis with these self-driving vehicles. And at NST, we're going to stay on the cutting edge as these vehicles become more prevalent on the roads.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you, Corey. We all know that NST is the way to go. If you're ever injured, go to nstlaw.com.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Ariat jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Cleanliness is next to impossible unless you call High-Low Commercial Services. For 15 years, High-Low's dedicated team has been cleaning offices throughout the Mid-South. High-Low's janitorial services are customized to your business. Clean once, quarterly, or ongoing, and get the JRD guarantee. We clean until you're satisfied. High-Low Commercial Services, the biggest and the best in the Mid-South. Visit MrCleanTeam.com. That's MrCleanTeam, MrCleanTeam.com for High-Low Commercial Services.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm giving you my high five. I might be high, who knows? When you listen to my list, you're going to find out. Maybe you think to yourself, damn, he's just a genius. This guy, I agree with everything he says. He's also gorgeous. Yep. I agree with everything I just said. Jay Ham, are you ready for the number one team in the National Football League?
Let's rock.
I'm going with the Rams, bro. I am going with the Rams for multiple reasons. Are you ready for one? Their defense is young. Their defense is nasty. Their defense will come out there and get you. They have a hungry Devontae Adams. They have a dirty Puka Nacua. They didn't even need him last week to pimp slap the Jags. They had this guy named, I don't know if you know, Sean McVay. You know who he is?
Offensive wizard.
He's a damn genius. Damn genius. And then, you know, this is Matt Stafford. He knows this. This is my last hurrah.
Kind of like Clayton Kershaw.
Yep, and I just love kind of feeling where this Rams team is at. Because, again, the thing that the Rams have is pretty much everything. They have the play caller. They have the veteran quarterbacks who's been a Super Bowl winner. You have a quarterback in Matt Stafford who threw 5 touchdowns last week, by the way. They also have a porn star Jimmy on the team that can hook up everybody with the porn star, so you never have to have them out on the streets, you know, like dating anybody. You know, they're just in there for business. You got Kyron Williams. You got Blake Corum out of Michigan. They have Jaquez Hunter, too, out of Auburn. They have 3 guys who can run the football, but it's Williams, and he's done a damn good job. Again, Puka Nacua, I think, is the filthiest wide receiver in football. You know why? He runs every route. But you know what else Puka Nacua does? He's the best blocking wide receiver in football. He's the most physical wide receiver in football. And you pair him up with Devontae Adams, who's got, like, hands that are just redonkulous. They got Tyler Higbee, who's played tight end forever. Their offensive line has been fine. The only thing that worries me out is old Haverstein's a little bit banged up. Get healthy, and he'll be Gucci. But then on their defense, they got young speed everywhere. And Jared Verse out of Florida State's the real deal. You got Poona Ford, who's like Poona, yeah. Byron Young. I like this defense. I love this offense. I love Sean McVay, the experience. And I love the fact that Matt Stafford can go out there and win football games. I got him number 1, bro. You know who I got at number 2?
Who we got?
They're going to throw up. You're going to think I'm insane. But here's how I picked it out. Do I take this team versus who I have at number 3? Who am I betting on? And I said I'm betting on them. It doesn't matter that their record is 4-3. Yeah, you heard that right. Rams are at least 5-2. But the Kansas City Chiefs are 4-3. They got the Walrus, Andy Reid. They got Pat Mahomes, the greatest player in the world, which for somehow people just don't put the respect on his name. I think it's Britney's fault. But now you got Rashee Rice back. You got Xavier Worthy, who's got speed out the frizzang. Tay-Tay, all the Tay-Tay lovers are out there loving him because of Travis Kelce. I'm just telling you right now, who's got the best defensive coordinator, Kansas City Chiefs, and Steve Spagnuolo? Who's got Chris Jones, Kansas City Chiefs? By the way, did they just shut out the Raiders last week? I think so. 31-0. And Pat's throwing the ball vertically down the field. And remember, Pat makes plays. Now, do you trust Pat Mahomes, Andy Reid over Shane Steichen and Daniel Jones? I do. Number 3, best record in football, best point differential in football. All kinds of crazy things. Daniel Jones is completing 71% of his passes. Ty Warren's playing out of his damn mind. But again, are you betting on Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes or Indianapolis that they play head-to-head, Jay?
I'm going with Indianapolis just because I want to be defiant. But I get your point.
I like the Colts. Jonathan Taylor's great.
That was for my man Greg Gaston, who's our co-resident Colts fan here at Sports 56.
My number 4 team is, and it scares me to put him here, but I got to put the Lions. One, because they score like billionaires in a brothel. They just beat Tampa Bay. Jahmyr Gibbs runs down people's throats. They got also David Montgomery. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Garrett Wilson. They got Jared Goff. They can score. Aiden Hutchinson's back. Secondary's banged up. That's what gives me a little fear. But, man, let's go Detroit. I love you, Dan Campbell. Number 5 team in the league. Number 5. Numero 5. Who you think it is? You got one guess.
San Fran.
Hell no. Hail to the Nizzo. I still got to put them there. I'm going with the Eagles. They're the defending champs. That's my time. Peace.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video.